Okay then, let's have a look at this next homework. It's to do with the mean and the mode. This first one here is the mean of each set of numbers. Remember, mean just means that it's the average. So when I add up all of the numbers together, I'm then going to divide it by how many numbers there are in that set of numbers. So here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to start by adding up all of these numbers here together, which when I add it up it equals 65. And you can check, oh, it's on black, sorry. You can check that by adding it up yourself. I've got 65 all together. There are 5 sets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm going to then divide that by 5, whoops. 65 divided by 5, this isn't the easiest, and so my answer is going to be 65 divided by 5 is 13. Okay then, let's look at this next one. Oh, that didn't work very well, did it? Okay, let's try it again. So then I've got all these numbers here, so I'm going to add them all up, and when I add them all up I get 687 because I've already done it. But again, you can do column method, as we try not to use a calculator. It's good to practice your mental maths if you want to use mental maths instead. So I added up and I get 687, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 results here, so I'm going to then divide it by 10. Please don't use the bus stop method for this. Remember, when you divide by 10, it just means that my digits move one place, getting smaller, so they move one place to the right. So I'm going to end up with 68.7. There we go. And then let's look at this one here. Again, use the column method. You could use mental maths to practice adding up all these digits together, all these numbers. I've already done it, and I've worked out that together it adds up to 33.1. And let's see how many results there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 again. I'm going to divide by 10 yet again. And remember, that just means the digits move one place to the right. Please don't use the bus stop method. So of course I'm going to end up with 3.31. There we go. Right, let's have a look at this next one. So Jeremy caught 8 fish in a contest. So so far I know there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish. The mean weight of the fish was 4.375. So I know that altogether, if I add them all up, I get something. If I then divide it by the 8 that I've got, I'm going to end up with the 4.375. That's what that information is telling me. But he forgot to make a record of the weight of the last fish, so he doesn't know this bit. That's what that sentence is telling me. But the first 7 were these, and I know this bit because he's telling me these. 4.4, 5.7, 6.1, 6.1, 2.2, 3.9, 4.9, and 4.2. So I know that if I add up all of these together, I'll get this part here. And I know that if I divide that then by 8, I get this point here. So what was the weight of the last fish? Well, I'm going to start by multiplying this by 8, because I know then that's going to tell me this bit here, the bit that it's meant to total. So if I do 4.375 times by 8, let's see what I get. I've already worked it out. 4.375 times by 8. I think I made a mistake, so I'm just going to check it. 4.375 times by 8 is 35. And remember, if you were doing this in the column method, remember to get rid of the decimal point. Remember, there are 3 decimal places, so multiply 4,375 by 8 and then put those 3 decimal places back in again. So I've ended up with 35. So I know then that altogether, all of these added up should equal 35. But I've got a bit missing. So my next step is to add these parts together and work out what they equal to. Again, I've done this bit previously. Here's one I made earlier. And when I added it all up together, I equaled 31.4. That's what those bits all equal to. So I can see I can work out this missing bit then by taking away the 31.4 to work out what this missing part's going to be. So if I do 35, take away 31.4, I end up with 3.6. So I know then this missing weight here has to be 3.6. Again, you can check it by adding up all of these together, and again they should equal 35. If you then did the 35 divided by the 8, you've been left with what the mean weight of the fish is. So I know then my weight of my last fish is 3.6. Yay!